The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued a warning urging people not to vape THC products as an outbreak of lung disease continues. The mysterious illness connected to vaping has sickened 805 people and killed at least 13. With us now to discuss is Dr. Roseann Capanna-Hodge, pediatric mental health expert. Dr. Capanna-Hodge, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And we've seen a lot of these cases of the lung disease in young adults. So how addicting can these products be compared to traditional marijuana or tobacco cigarettes?
Well, they are incredibly addictive because they are designed to deliver about double the amount of nicotine. And the way that they're promoted, particularly to teens, is that it is a safe alternative to smoking. And so teens have really grabbed onto it. In addition, they're being falsely led that, there's all these cool natural flavors. So it's incredibly addictive, and it can happen in a matter of weeks.
Really scary because we hear that a lot of people smoking are looking for kind of that link between all of these people who are dying due to these lung illnesses. So do we know so far if there is anything besides the actual products that are connecting these people? Do they potentially have pre-existing conditions?
We do not know that information. We just know that 13 people have died according to the CDC, and we're not really sure exactly what is happening, but we do know that there are many toxins in vaping and e-cigarettes in whatever delivery method. And so some of these toxins can, agitate people with healthy lungs, as I think what is occurring, but also if people have pre-existing conditions like asthma or potentially are on other medications for ADD or depression or whatnot, obviously it's going to impact your overall toxic load and you're more susceptible to other illnesses.
Do you think that the vapors will listen to this latest warning?
I think with teenagers in particular, which are highest group of vapors, because they, again, believe that it's a safe alternative, is that if, teens, if you present science to them and how it affects their frontal lobes, how it affects their body, including their lungs, I think they're getting the message. I think this is also a wake-up call to parents who don't really know how much their teens are vaping, and, really to open up dialogue about it, because, again, everyone sort of thinks it's not as serious as it is.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, everyone, it seems, has been using these products across the board as far as age. So for those who are maybe older adults that have turned to vaping to stop smoking, how do you think someone can not revert back to smoking traditional cigarettes if they quit vaping?
Yeah. So, just like when you're addicted to anything, you need a concrete plan. And potentially, if you really feel like you're addicted, you absolutely need the help of a licensed professional in your area. And they're in every, part of the United States. And, you would just Google licensed mental health professional and addiction or get onto psychology.com. But, you need to make a concrete plan about what you could do to replace the unhealthy addiction with something healthy. And that sounds like it's really easy, but it's not. I mean, nicotine is very, very addictive. So you want to find other stimulating natural substances, B12, chocolate, even caffeine can be a healthy alternative if you use green tea or things like bulletproof coffee. And again, I make it sound really easy. This has really been hard. I've seen a lot of teenagers as a psychologist in my Ridgefield, Connecticut facility really struggling to get off of the JUUL products and the vaping, and particularly those that are using THC in their, in their apparatus. It's really, really a struggle.
Dr. Roseann Capanna-Hodge, thank you so much for those tips and for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's important for parents to have this information and adults too.